Something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club.
Hello everyone and welcome to the NightThemedRave podcast. I am one of your hosts, Raven, joined by the usuals, Monkey.
Hello everyone, my name is Lord Monkey and I am not happy because my mic is not working, so I sound like bullshit.
And Karma.
Welcome back everybody, I'm Erev Karma, I'm the scuffed one of this podcast.
Yes, and today we are talking about indie games as redeemed by Spiff. We didn't really prepare a whole lot for this episode. We got some games we want to talk about. Each of us, I think, have 3 games, except for Monkey, I think only had 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
did y'all hear my intro?
Yeah, we heard your intro.
We heard it.
Okay.
Yeah, your scuffed mic.
God, I fucking hate it. I don't get what's not working.
Yeah, there's unfortunately no time to troubleshoot the issue because we have to do the podcast, because we start at this time every time this week, every 7 p.m. CST, 8 p.m. EST. It's EST, right? Yeah. Wednesdays on our Twitch, which is NightThemedRave with underscores, I believe. I don't remember.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games to talk about. The first game is a Bowser game. Let's go ahead and switch over to the right monitor. You guys should probably be watching the stream, by the way.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
So this is the first game of my choice. Actually was not the exact game of my choice. I wanted to talk about The Last Stand 2, but you can't play The Last Stand 2 currently because it doesn't work. Because the Flash is no longer supported. So this is less of an indie game, more of a Flash game, but there is an indie game I want to talk about. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit play. I'm just going to play the game really quick while I talk about it. There's currently, let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4 installments in the Last Stand series. This is the very first game. It is a zombie game where you essentially just have to survive hordes of zombies. Go ahead and skip the intro. Yeah, this is glitched. It's not supposed to have all this white. So I'll just go ahead and hit play. Basically, for the first and second games, you are stationed behind a barrier, and you must shoot these zombies that are coming towards you in the head, does more damage. And you'll see what happens when we get to the second night, and then I'll stop playing once we get to the second night. So this is a Flash game, like I said. You control it using WASD and the mouse. Not a whole lot really to talk about for this game. It is very basic, it's very old. It's by Con Artist Games. And there we go, that was the first night. At the end of each night, you can choose to repair the barrier, 5% for every survivor you have. Search for weapons, which goes up as time goes on. And you can also look for survivors. So really quick, I'm just going to put 12 hours into finding weapons, and I believe we get the, 357 revolver. And you get to choose which weapons you want for each night. You're allowed to choose 2 of the weapons. As you can see on the board, though, there's a chainsaw, sawed-off, regular shotgun, an Uzi, a sniper, a Colt, I think, and an AK-47. So really quick, I'll just show you. Again, this is the main gameplay, just shooting zombies. There's running zombies, there's fat zombies that are introduced that have more HP, there is speedy zombies like this guy right here, and then there's also zombie dogs and flaming zombies in the first game. The Last Stand series, though, does have multiple games, and I wanted to show this really quick. Their latest game is called The Last Stand Aftermath. Let me visit their store page and just show you guys this really fast. This is a 3D game where you have to survive the zombies while also scavenging for fuel for your car and finding whatever you want to call it, anti-vaccine, anti-zombie vaccine shit. And every time you die, you get to choose a new, loadout, a new survivor. And they all have different perks and weapons, and there's a progression system. And the game is currently in early access, and by early access I mean there's only a demo out right now. I did back this on Kickstarter, though. That's why I wanted to mention this game, because I think this game is fucking awesome. And I think the entire series is really good.
Looks cool.
Really?
Yeah. I think you can run it on a low-end PC, though I'm not 100% sure, because I have not, the game's not done yet. As you can see, there's also multiple types of zombies, and it is, again, by Con Artist Games and Armor Game Studios. And that's all I really want to talk about for this. So, you guys have any questions about my game? Or anything you want to comment on?
It looks awesome.
Yeah.
Play it if I could.
Yeah. Anything you have to say, Monkey?
Which one is the most recent one?
This game, Last Stand Aftermath.
Alright.
There is a demo
are they,
you can
all
play.
linked to one another, or are they all different?
Um, there's like a very basic plot, but there's not like a huge plot going on. Aftermath is going to be the first game with like an actual like plot. The previous game was called, I believe, Union City, and that game did follow a plot. It was a 2D side-scrolling game, but the story was like a linear game, and if I remember correctly, the story, while having connections to the first two games, wasn't about the first two games' character, where the first two games are both about the same person. So yeah. I'm not super familiar with what the story is, though, because the game's not out yet. And, like I said, the story is kind of bare bones for the first three games. It's more about gameplay. So, that was the first game. Next game up, I'm gonna no longer be showing gameplay of the games, by the way. Just going to be showing the trailers and talking about them. First one up is Noita. My second game. Noita is... I'm just reading this, by the way. Noita is a magical action roguelite set in a world where every pixel is physically simulated. Fight, explore, melt, burn, freeze, and evaporate your way through the procedurally generated world using spells you've created yourself. And you guys can see the gameplay here of what it looks like. It is a 2D game where, like they said, every single pixel is simulated, and you have to manually craft your wands that you use, and the game is really fucking difficult. They also, I will point out, as it just said in the trailer, the creators of Baba Is You, which is a very popular game also, and I think it skipped it, but oh well. And they played two other games. I don't remember what the other two are, though. Yeah, for example, the world will crumble, acid will slowly destroy shit, ice will shatter, wood will catch on fire, water will put out lava and create obsidian, you know, things like that. You can drown in the game, you can drink almost every liquid in the game, and each liquid has its own, like, set. There's some magical fluids in the game, like, the first one that comes to my mind is slime, which I think makes you bouncier, which basically just means you don't take fall damage. And then, there's also, like, Berserkium, which gives you a damage increase for a short period of time. And they're showing off more of the crafting of the wands right now, where there's so many different effects you can do. You can make yourself immune to lava, you can make it summon entities, you can make it shoot bombs, you can do all this different kinds of stuff. It's a very in-depth, very... It's hard to explain the charm of the game, I think, because it mostly comes down to the fact that it's really, really difficult, and the learning curve is insane. But it's also very fun. Do you guys want me to show you a quick gameplay example, or do you want to just move to the next game?
Yeah, I can
You
kind
don't
of
have
see
enough
what it looked like.
to get to an hour.
Yeah, but here, I'll still show you some gameplay real fast anyway. Let me see, is it loaded? No, let me try this. There we go. Okay, so sorry our icons are not in the corner. I'm just gonna do a quick game. New game. Noita. So this is made by a single Swedish developer. So the first thing I need to do when I come into the game is I need to check what my wands do. It looks like I have splitter bolts and bombs. So this is what splitter bolt does. The top right is your health, your levitation energy. If you jump and then hold space, you can fly like you have a jetpack. You can also press F to kick, I to open your inventory, or tab. What potion do I have? Swamp potion. Let's drink it. Yes, I'm now vomiting. Let me go ahead and eat my vomit so I can continue to vomit. Ooh, that's lava. That's acid. And then the third thing on the top right, by the way, is your wand and your gold. And then your effects. So let's see for an example here if there's anything I can do. Here's something I can do. There's a little lamp on the ground. If I kick it, it will then set this wood on fire, and this wood will burn away, which also creates steam. And if you stand in the steam, you will get hot and also wet. If you stand in the fire, you will obviously get set on fire. What is this? This is whiskey. Hey, I found whiskey.
Very literal. It's very literal.
Yes. And there's just a ton of stuff to do in this game. So you have to kill the enemies. It's a roguelike, if you've ever played a roguelike. There we go. That guy, so that was a fire boss, basically. He just ended up dying because he was surrounded in water. And that's just what happens to that type of enemy when he's surrounded in water, is he dies. Here we found another wand. It looks like this is just a magic arrow, which is better than my current wand, kind of. So these guys are throwing dynamite, and they're dropping gold whenever you kill them. There is an explosion. I want to get to the lava to show you guys the lava and how it works really fast, and then we can end our little gameplay demo. You can also, if you're standing in any kind of liquid, hold S, and you'll begin to drink the liquid. This includes blood and water. And as you see, I am saturated, I am wet, and if I'm drinking that, it increases my chance of obtaining critical hits while I'm bloody. Here's a broken wand. That's for an achievement later, I believe, but let's just get rid of that for now. Let's see, how do I get to the lava? I think you do it in the first level. Ooh, what is this? Oh, Berserkium. Sure, we can drink some of this. This just gives you damage increase. And here, we found the first secret of the game. If you stand here, it'll translate. This game has a ton of lore that also you can read into. More importantly, though,
That's pretty cool.
we can grab our swamp and do this with the liquid to, like I said, and also showed in the trailer, put out the lava and let us walk across it. So we're gonna go up to the second secret really fast. You drop down, cross this rickety old bridge. We're gonna die, by the way, so don't worry, that's how we're gonna end this. Because we're gonna fight the first boss, which I cannot fight with my current weapons, but here we enter an orb room. There's more lore. What up?
So, it's pretty cool how you stand there, it translates it.
Yeah. You stand there, it translates it into this, and then you have to kind of read it, or you could pick it up and also throw it at enemies, and it will kill enemies, because it is physics. Here is an orb. You pick up the orbs, it gives you additional, I believe, 125 HP, and also, it's supposed to fill your health, but I guess only in between levels. And here's the first boss. So, the gimmick of the first boss is that every thing you hit, it shoots back at you. Notice how when I shot it, it started shooting my green projectiles right back at me. And here's where we die.
Ow.
There we go. So a lot of enemies in this game also have Swedish names. I cannot even begin to try to pronounce the boss's name. But to give you an idea, it tells you how much gold you've earned, the time you spent, how far down you've gotten, how many places you visited, the enemies slain, your maximum HP, the items you found, the orbs you collected, how many deaths you have, and how many wins you have. As you see, I've never beat this game and I've only died a total of 37 times, but I've also watched some videos about the game, so I'm also familiar a bit more with it. So,
Didn't Nax play this on stream?
Yes. Actually, that's the reason that I got the game, was because Nags played it. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I
there's
remember it.
so
He
many
played it
games
when you
it's
showed
hard
that the time thing.
The time thing.
The thing like show the time, the orbs, and everything. What you just showed.
Yeah.
Game over screen.
Yeah, the game over
Yes, the
screen.
game
Yeah,
over screen.
got it. Yeah. So any questions or any comments you guys want to make about Noita?
I mean, it looks pretty simple, but it doesn't see.
Okay, I was
Right,
wondering.
I'm gonna say this. The concept is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
How it
It's like a
works
physical
is really
sandbox.
interesting. Yes.
So if you guys want to purchase Noita, it's on Steam for $20, or you can get the official soundtrack and also a game bundle. The game is receiving updates to this day. As you see, the last update was April 30th. And yeah. Next up, let's go with one of Monkey's games and go back to my third game later. So let's take a look at the trailer for Wander Song while Monkey gives us a brief explanation of what is this game. I'm having super deja vu right now.
You might want to turn the sound.
The sound on? Okay.
So Wonder Song is a game about the small bard you see on screen, and the whole plot of the game is basically around the fact that the world is doomed, and your goal is to sing your way through every problem using the wheel that you see that you can see on screen. Each of the 8 colors represent one octave, and it's a puzzle adventure game, and mixed in with a rhythm game. And it's a
Oh, great,
really
rhythm
beautiful game. What?
I said, oh great, a rhythm game.
It's a beautiful game, and actually, I just found this out today. The guy who created this game created it after a cross-country trip that he made in British Columbia, because he wanted to recreate put the feeling that he had in this game on that trip in a game. And Wonder Song is that feeling he felt during that trip. And fun fact, that game was made entirely on Game Maker Studio.
There's multiple trailers. I guess we'll just listen to some more trailers. So
your goal is to collect the what?
I was gonna say, the game was funded in 2016, and it looks like it was released in 2017. And it
Yes.
received a bunch of awards in 2016, 2017.
Yes, to me at least that game deserves an Undertale level, like it's like Undertale level good. That's how much I think this game is good.
Oh,
Rhythm
As you
game
saw, like the
favorite. Other
the
people's
wheel
favorite
allows you to
playing.
interact with the environment, solve puzzles, and even defeat enemies.
Mhm.
And it's only a 9-hour game. So it might be long for an indie game, but it's a work. The 9 hours is that's a well spent 9 hours.
Mhm.
The curator is Greg Lobanov. He made this game on his own. He even made the custom level editor and audio editor for the game.
Let's see
Also
if he's
found
made
a-
any other games really fast. He has made other games. He's also made Coin Crypt, Perfection, Super Goo Goo, and then a bunch of Wonder Song stuff.
Also, I found out a fact about that. He invented the game Water Song, the game's song wheel mechanic as a way to encourage the players to experiment with the environment, as opposed to the specificity of other music-related mechanics in games such as The Legend of Zelda or Ocarina of Time. The wheel was designed with accessibility in mind. Lobanov designed Wonder Song so that the solution to puzzles would always be hinted at through directions rather than sound or color alone, allowing players with color blindness or hearing loss to solve the game's puzzles.
That's interesting for a rhythm game focused around sound, the fact that you can beat it without actually listening to the game.
No, because of the colors.
Yeah.
And if you're colorblind, well, there's still a sound.
Mm-hmm. I imagine the game is extremely hard if you play this in black and white, though.
Oh yes, absolutely.
That sounds like a great challenge run.
And like,
I'm sure someone's already done it.
so something to know about this game is like you're not the hero. The main character is not the hero. There is a hero, and the hero is an ass.
Mm.
Or are
The
you
hero
a
is
villain or side character?
well no, you're the main character, but you're not the hero. The hero is a side character, and she's an ass.
Oh, is it her? Is
No,
this
that's
no?
Miriam, and this is
Okay.
Miriam, and she's your witch companion.
Okay.
The hero is called Audrey Redheart, and basically her goal is to kill. Basically, like, how you get to save the world is by collecting pieces of the Earth Song, which is supposed to restart the world and save everything.
Mm. And as Bunky said, the game is like 8 hours long, and it is $20 on Steam if you want to check it out, as well as the soundtrack for 3506. Oops. I've personally never heard of the game, but you're comparing it to Undertale at least a little bit. Seems interesting.
Spark Spiff's request as complete for us.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, wait. In Act 4, you can pet and feed the dog. The rest of the game is good, too. That's a good review.
if you all want, because the game is divided in acts.
Yeah.
If you want to see a good playthrough of this game, go check out the Midzan channel on YouTube. He did a few years back when it came out. He did a playthrough of the game, and it was awesome. I really enjoyed watching that.
Nice. Can you die in this game?
Um,
Or can you fail, I
do
should
not-
say.
I do not know. I do not remember. This game came out 2 years ago, and it's been 2 years since I've looked at it.
3 years, actually. Almost.
3 years.
Almost, yeah. So it's September 8th
Yeah.
currently. This came out September 27th, 2018.
Yeah.
It just really puts you in the old. Alright, let's go to Karma's first game. Unless there's anything else you want to mention about this game, and Karma, if you have any questions.
Alright, I'm gonna
Oh,
do
not
my second
really.
game after Karma then.
Yeah, we'll do your game, and then my game, and then Karma's last two.
Alright, good.
Okay, so Karma decided to choose a fairly popular game called Firewatch. Really fast, let's look at Campo Santo, just to see if they've developed any other games.
Well,
No.
this was really the only game I thought of.
That's fair. So I'm gonna put on the trailer. This one's only 26 seconds long. I remember seeing this game a long time ago, but let's let Karma talk about it.
So, I was watching, I watched like an hour and a half of a playthrough of it just before we started. And one of my favorite moments of the game are the conversations between the main character Henry and the voice on the other end of the radio, Delilah.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some. I mean, it's really simple, but it's a nice simple game, I should say. So you start off the game. It's storytelling. Your Henry is a recently kind of divorced man. His wife doesn't remember him due to early dementia. So he basically takes up a job at this park to watch for fires. And then things happen. And that's basically all as far as I got through the video. But it's really fun. It looks like fun anyway. I'd play it.
Going through all these trailers right now. So I've actually seen a full playthrough of this game a long time ago when it first came out in, let me see what year it came out. 2016. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I watched a playthrough of it before as well. I just can't remember who I watched who played it.
Yeah, same. I
Whenever
can't
they
remember
played
who.
It was a nice playthrough and it stuck out to me. So
It's a nice, simple game with no action, no monsters, no nothing like that. It's just Firewatch. And you have
Literally,
to
just-
watch for fires, and you just follow a narrative that is mostly about watching for fires, but also turns into a conspiracy theory.
I don't remember that part. Looks like I said I didn't get quite that far into the game.
It's not that far into the game, but you're essentially trying to find missing people as well as do. You're basically a park ranger, and you have to talk with Delilah.
You're a park ranger, but not a park ranger.
Yeah, but like early in the game, you encounter some kids skinny dipping in a pool, and you have to tell them to go off. Teens, whatever. And as you see here in the trailer, you gotta rappel down a mountain and then, like, your fucking rope breaks and stuff like that, and you just have to say, ow. It's a nice little comedy mixed with adventure, but like I said, there's no enemies, there's no action, it's just a narrative.
Well, I mean, there's a little action, but not, like, super action.
Yeah, there's not, like, shooting
action.
or anything, or punching.
Yeah, the most
Not
action
Mortal Kombat level action.
Yeah.
most action you'll get is, as you see in the trailer, fire.
Yep.
And missing people. It's the action in this game.
Also, I think it's a romance story, if I remember correctly.
I kind of get that feeling from reading the interaction between the two of them.
Yeah. It's excuse me. You have to learn the story through them just talking. That it's not directly outright told to you the story sometimes. So,
I like that.
Yeah.
Part of the. I like that kind of game a little bit.
Yeah, if you guys want to purchase it, it is $20. Apparently, it's similar to Skyrim and Fallout 4. Okay. Nice one, Steam.
Wait. Someone said that Firewatch is similar to Skyrim and
Steam
Fallout 4?
does. Steam thinks it's similar to Skyrim and Fallout 4.
Wow, Steam, I think you need to check your AI.
Yeah. Just because it's an adventure game does not mean it is close to those two games at all.
I mean, yeah, for once, it's not even a Bethesda game. And second, I don't see where in Oblivion and in Skyrim you do Firewatch duty.
Exactly. Also, a note, Firewatch is a video game about adults having adult conversations about adult things. If you plan on playing with a younger gamer, that might be a good thing to know going in. Yeah, it's less like sexy talk and more like, hey, my wife is dead type talk, stuff like that. I actually don't remember if his wife is dead, by the way.
No,
she had dementia.
Watching through the hour, though, I don't remember anything like that. The most adult topic I've heard of was like, oh, hey, my wife is basically in the hospital, and I'm.
Yeah, it's less like sexy and more serious. Okay. Do you want to do Karma's second game first, or do you want to go back to Monkey's game?
I don't mind whichever one you want to do.
Let's do Karma's second game. Mutilate a Doll 2.
Oh yeah, this game is actually personally a favorite of mine.
So I tried playing this online, by the way, and I couldn't get it to work.
Because it's kind of like, it's a flash game.
Yeah, it's a flash game.
As you can see from the trailers, it's very hilarious. You can do all these sorts of different things to basically murder the doll. And it's funny as hell. Because you basically can do all sorts of things and it's funny to watch. You can even set the gravity to 0 and just watch him fly up.
So...
It's basically... Best way I describe it as like a stress reliever murder game.
I'm just letting the trailer speak for itself.
I mean, you just
Is
look
it-
at the trailer and see what's going on.
That's what he gets for
Just
not wearing a
basically
helmet.
Basically, just murder the doll a bunch of times till you get bored. There's so many different ways to do it. You can use a sword, you can blow them up, you can do all sorts of things, and it's hilarious.
Is it like the Kick the Buddy game that was popular on iOS?
Yes. I know iOS,
Basically.
this guy. Let me tell you, little guy, Kick the Buddy was a Flash game.
I played as an app on my phone.
Yeah, it's because you're a youngin'.
Oh,
Yeah. This is a more advanced type of kick the buddy that actually shows like blood
Blood,
particles
yeah.
and all of that.
yeah.
In my opinion, makes it a lot more fun.
But as you can obviously tell, there
I
is
don't-
no story in this game, there's no narrative, it's just senseless violence.
It's really good for a stress reliever, as I said. That's what I use it for anyway.
Yeah, we get it, you're edgy.
If-
I want to see how he dies to
What?
the banana. Oh, it explodes. Okay.
They had a bomb.
I wonder what's gonna happen here. Oh, he's doing flips and kicks and oh, an alien's gonna abduct him and break his helmet in space and then just take parts of his body. Oh,
Yeah,
which
it's
sword is he
like
gonna
it.
choose? Oh, he's gonna choose the long sword. Oh, here we go. Oh, a bow and arrow. Oh, he's gonna shoot him. Oh no, you shot him in the face. Oh no.
It's quite great. It's more of a more of a personal preference,
Ghost.
in my opinion.
He got Infinity Ward.
It's really fun to mess around with.
Yep.
Didn't really have much to say about this.
This game was last updated 33 days ago. That's surprising. This game came out March 1st, 2019. It is $9 on Steam. That's a weird price for a Steam game.
I mean, it's really simple, so.
Mm-hmm. It is comparable to Gary's Mod and Stardew Valley.
Ow.
That's not right.
Jesus.
Gary's Mod, maybe.
Stardew
Stardew Valley? No.
Yeah, I can agree with Gary's mod, but not Stardew Valley. I don't see much blood in Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Or getting your head shot off by a cannon.
You know, this does remind me of a game. Give me 1 second. It reminds me of a game where you do... Oh yeah, the torture game. That's what it's called.
The torture.
What is that?
It doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work. It's a Flash game. This is a super old website with a super old game. Literally, you just torture a, like, ragdoll.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. This website had some interesting games back in the day. Like Die in Style, where it's another torture room, except you choose how the stickman dies, and it's just like...
Oh yeah.
Like, some of these games are very, like, old, for
Just
sure.
A bunch of senseless violence.
Essentially, yeah, The
Like
Last Stand
Ragdoll.
2 is on this website.
It's really, it feels like a whack your boss type of game.
Whack Your Boss is on this website as well.
Oh, fuck
Torture
yeah.
the Troll Face. Here's a screenshot of
Torture
the torture
Face.
game, too. Let me
It's
see.
quite fun.
That's torture. This is the torture game, too. Yeah. An extremely realistic ragdoll tied up and ready to be killed. Amazing graphics and a lot of blood. Don't try this at home.
They have to show on Twitch.
Yeah, it's safe to show on Twitch. Johnny Rocket
Alright.
Fingers also.
I mean, what's it gonna see?
Gore.
Articles?
Dumb Ways to Die. You remember that really old video game that they made of it?
God,
God, dumb ways to die.
Yeah.
that old piece of crap.
Chainsaw Dad is on here. That's another famous one.
Yeah.
But you guys get the idea. It's very similar to this. And you can also play this game online for free if you go to Congregate.
I spotted happy people in there. I'm happy now.
No, you can't actually anymore. I tried it like 2 weeks ago. It doesn't work.
What?
Doesn't load.
Well, no, it doesn't load for some reason, but it does say that if you download the add-on, it will work. I downloaded the add-on, but I couldn't get the game to work. But you should be able to play it online if you actually manage to actually get this add-on to work, Supernova Player. It is on Congregate. But that's just worth mentioning.
Yeah.
Uh,
Basically all I have to say about that game.
yeah, let's go to some more light-hearted games now. I think we've covered everything we need to talk about for this. Oh, Rava Games, did they make any other games? Let me take a quick look. No. They've only made Mutilated Doll 2. Okay. Next up is Bendy and the Ink Machine. This is Monkey's game. Came out February 10th, 2017. Let me take a quick look to see if this
game?
developer
yes.
is only known for this game. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the trailer.
On this game. I remember watching some things on YouTube of it. I'll tell you, watching it at 2 o'clock in the morning, she had the fuck out.
I'm here. Let's see if we can find what you wanted me to
Let me say that.
There's nothing wrong with dreaming. Wishing for the impossible is just human nature.
So first, Joey installs this ink machine over our heads.
At this point, I don't get what Joey's plan is for this company. The animations sure aren't being finished on time anymore.
Mr. Drew, you are the true architect behind so many nightmares.
Everything feels like it's coming apart.
When do we go home?
Steve,
Wow.
ominous.
I don't remember any of this.
There's a whole twisted world out here.
So, I've never actually seen the game before. Is this like Amnesia?
I've never played Amnesia, or I've never seen anything like Amnesia, but this game and lighthearted do not go together, Raven.
So, first thing I wanted to point out about this game is the art style, the unique art style. You're playing through it and you feel like you're walking through a drawing,
Yeah.
and everything feels like a hand drawing, and it makes the game really beautiful to me.
It's
Another thing worth
looks like it's
mentioning, I
cell-shaded.
feel like-
That
Another
it
thing I
looks
feel
like
like
what?
is worth mentioning, Monkey, is that a lot of people have connected it to like Mickey Mouse in some ways.
Oh yeah, and also, fun fact if you didn't know, if you're a Jacksepticeye fan, Jacksepticeye actually voice acted a character called Sean Flynn in this game.
Hmm. So yeah, is my assessment right? Is this gameplay a lot like Amnesia?
Like I said, I've never seen her.
I'm
play
asking
it.
Monkey, because it's his game.
Tell me what the playthrough of Amnesia looks like.
Oh, you don't know Amnesia? Seriously?
I've never
Jesus
played it, so
Christ.
I can't.
Okay, you're hiding from a monster, and there's no way to fight back. You have, you have to hide in light, you drain your sanity in the darkness, which makes you cause to see hallucinations and things.
Yeah, well, so it's a survival horror game, basically.
I guess, yeah. It's a first-person puzzle action horror game, which is exactly how I would describe Amnesia as well.
Well, Benny and the Ink Machine's official game type is a first-person survival horror game, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
And like the entire plot of the game is you're one of the person who first made the comic character known as Bendy,
Hmm.
and for some reason you're back in the writing studio, but some things aren't right, and slowly but surely, like you see like Bendy cardboard cutouts appear, and then you see Bendy with ink dripping on his face just appear in front of you. And there's 5 chapters out right now. That's not Bendy.
I know. This is Bendy. Oop, what the fuck? Funny. Either way.
He's the
Yes.
one that's the
He's the one in the logo.
yes.
Yes.
There's Bendy.
And you.
I never
I
actually was
like
able
the
to finish a
description.
watch through of this game.
I like the description. Bendy and the Ink Machine is the first-person puzzle action horror game that will forever ruin your childhood love of cartoons. I couldn't agree more.
Nah.
Absolutely.
Nothing can ruin my
you
love of
watched-
cartoons.
Watched it 2:30 in the morning. Yep.
If I had the money, I'd buy the game right now.
Well, if you want a good playthrough of the game, Dragast did a good playthrough of it a few years ago.
I don't know who that is. But,
He's a Canadian YouTuber.
that's why. I like how, similar to games you've played, Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8.
Yes, totally.
Yeah. Again, Amnesia is what I'd most likely compare this to, and a lot of people know Amnesia. Well, I say this, but I guess a lot of people don't know Amnesia anymore.
I mean, sounds familiar, but I've never.
It's the PewDiePie jump scare game, the one where the barrel meme came from and the chair meme.
Oh yeah, now I see. Yeah.
I'd have to look on YouTube.
Literally, it's older,
Karma.
but like everyone knows the game.
Karma, you don't know the barrel meme?
Yeah, come on, you don't know the barrel meme? It's literally just him going up to a barrel and going, barrels! That's it, that's the fucking meme.
I don't know anything
Barrels are
about
PewDiePie's
PewDiePie or
worst
anything
enemy.
like that.
Yeah.
I've never seen or watched it because I don't. I mean, well, I probably shouldn't say it on stream, so I'm not going to.
What is Spiff talking about? I know, but I've never seen gameplay. I got like 2 entries of the series from Epic. Oh, are you talking about like, Amnesia? Are you talking about Amnesia?
I think that's what he's talking about. Yeah.
Yes. That's my guess anyway.
So the game I'm talking about is called Amnesia: The Dark Descent. There's also Amnesia, I guess, Memory? No, this is not the same game. There's Amnesia Rebirth, and then there's also Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs, that's what it's called. Yeah. But Amnesia: The Dark Descent is a 2010 horror game that was last updated in 2020? What? Hold on, what the fuck was their last update? I have to know. Oh no, this is gonna bring me down a rabbit hole later. I'll save this for later.
No, rabbit hole
Mark it.
now.
Okay.
Mark it. Ain't got time for a rabbit hole.
We do.
We have like 10 minutes left in the episode, and we have 2 more games to cover.
We usually go from 1 to 2 hours. We're good.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it looks like they just changed the user tags. That's lame. Oh no, this is 2020, yeah. Patches, there we go. Patches was in May 2020. No title. Please tell me what they changed. It doesn't say what they changed. Oh wait, an update was detected. We have no official patch notes for it besides the list of change in 2 depots. So what did it change?
You want me to look it up?
I'm looking it up.
Alright.
Oh, here we go. This is posted on 2021. Amnesia Rebirth. Okay. Amnesia Rebirth. Okay, wait. Can I sort by game? No. Okay. But I did see Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Mac and Linux update. Ah, that's why. It's available on the Mac App Store.
Wow.
Wow.
Wait, no, this is 2010.
Maybe Steam's wrong.
Yeah, they're missing updates from 2012
Fun theme.
to all the way to 2020. That's so interesting, though.
Yes, thank you, Steam. Being wrong yet again.
No,
Okay.
God. Hey, Defected.
Hello,
Defected here.
Defected. Also, yes, I see
Previously
Monkey.
talking about Wonder Song.
Actually, I need to test this really fast. Oh yeah, by the way, we have new channel reward updates. Let's see, does this... Okay, yeah, it just shows up normal on the thing.
Oh, good.
Oh great, now we have
Great.
Monkey speaking French for 1 minute.
Fait que. Je sais pas trop ce que je vais vous dire parce que vous allez absolument rien comprendre. Je vais me mettre un chronomètre parce que à un moment donné, vous allez être tanné de m'entendre parler français. Chronomètre. Ok. Fait qu'on fait quoi? Qu'est-ce qu'on regarde? Un dictionnaire? Je sais pas si ça va t'aider, mon gars, mais en tout cas. Defected, d'ailleurs, tu peux pas comprendre ce que je dis anyway, fait que je peux t'insulter si ça me tente. Mon esti.
Hey, there's other
Avant
good
d'écrire mon
redeems.
esti.
T.S.
Il reste
méchant.
10 secondes.
Tu es méchant.
Tu es méchant.
Tu es méchant.
Tu es méchant.
Tu es
Tu
méchant.
es méchant. And it's
Tu es
fucking done. I
méchant.
can speak English again.
Tu es méchant.
Tu es méchant.
I just realized that with this redeem, I can talk about shit about anyone in chat and no one will understand.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nux Taco specifically wants you to say, I wanna fuck Surhi.
Je veux faire l'amour à Saroé. Saroé.
Je veux baiser SRUI.
What the fuck? Dude, French people sound like they're having a fucking stroke when they talk. I'm so confused.
Je veux baiser SRUI.
What the fuck happened?
Je veux baiser
And that was
SRUI.
the nice way of saying it, because I could have used the slang version.
I want to put my penis inside of her.
Je veux fourrer Saroé.
Just if... Oh fuck, I can't even repeat that.
Je
Je
veux
veux
fourrer.
Booty?
Fourrer.
Pussy?
Fourrer.
Furry.
I'll write it in
Come
chat.
on, that's not the only good redeem.
Oh, for
You
Nothing
press A.
redeems.
Fourrer.
Furry.
A. Good, yeah. Saroé.
Segway.
Well, the name that Defected said.
Oh, Suri. Sorry.
Saroé.
Saure. Who the fuck is Saure?
She's a French
I don't know.
VTuber who speaks English in her.
Oh, it's that lady. Got it.
And yeah, so je veux
Still don't know who
fourrer
you're talking
Saroé is like even worse. What you had was baise. Baise is like in between good and farm boy slang. What I said is extremely farm boy slang.
Got it. Let's go. Wait, they added vampires to this game?
What?
It's kind of the point of that my redeem defected is for me to shit on things. You can clip it and send it to whoever you want.
Look, it's a vampire.
Oh no, they're feral. Oh no, it's not vampire. It's saber-tooth. I played this. I played this. They're saber-tooth. They're basically a saber-tooth slime. You can't get the actual slime in the game because like they're extinct, but you can. The genome is in other slimes and you can get the plort to make that plort with your slimes back at your ranch.
Hmm.
And you have to keep them fed because if you don't, they'll go feral.
Okay, let's talk about my next game, and then we'll go on to Karma's last game. So my game is called Slime Rancher. It came out August 1st, 2017, last updated 2020, December. It's by Monami Park, who I believe is only known for Slime Rancher, correct? Though they also are making Slime Rancher 2, I know that for a fact. There's a fucking bug flying around my room, it's extremely annoying. Either way. So in this game, you are a rancher, and you specifically are trying to ranch slimes. You have to go around collecting slimes, and you have to feed them to get what is called plorts, which is basically their poop. And you then sell their poop or exchange their poop through a trade service for goodies, which can include farm upgrades, more slimes, money, things like that. And you have to basically solve a mystery of, like, what happened to the world and what happened to your sister, I believe, while also trying to further develop your farm.
Talking about Slime Rancher?
Yeah, Slime Rancher.
Oh.
I love this game. It feels good, man.
Sounds like something I'd actually like to play.
It's the opposite of Mutilated Doll. There's zero violence in this game. Well, there's not zero violence, but...
Okay, but I only play Mutilated Doll when I'm, need to release some stress.
Yeah, this is the opposite. It's also a stress reliever, but just for different reasons. Look at this cute little slime. Look at he's hungry. Look at the cute slime, Karma. He's hungry. Oh.
Then feed it.
Well, that's what they're doing in the screenshot. Look at it. He's so cute. Look at this one. He's also hungry. Look at they're so adorable.
Mid-mango.
I don't know if I'd call it cute, but okay.
No, the slimes are cute. Look at the little hungry faces they have. They're like little drooly faces.
If you give a shit take on Slime Rancher, I swear to the fucking gods.
I'm not saying anything about it bad. I haven't said anything bad about it.
Yeah, you have to feed also these big slimes that only eat certain types of food. Gordos. And they'll either unlock a path for you, or they'll give you a key as well as a bunch of other small versions of themselves.
That sounds pretty cool.
Basically, it's just like a farming game, but it's super comfy.
Wait, they're making a Slime Rancher sequel?
Yes, they're making 2. Slime Rancher 2, baby.
I'm gonna play the fuck out of that.
Right?
I'm gonna see if I can play it, and then I might play it.
Slime Rancher 2 was announced for Xbox on July 13th, 2021. Its initial release date is 2022.
Fuck yeah.
Just a small little tidbit of information. It's only coming out on Xbox and Windows.
How the fuck did the wild slime get in your ranch? That's they need to get far.
Yeah. So there is one little thing. I'm sorry. I have to know what Plortable Edition is really fast. They're getting it on Nintendo Switch, baby!
Everything's on Switch now.
Look at them!
Slime!
Plortable Edition! That's such a great name!
It's an awesome name. I approve of it.
Mochi Magic, baby! Yo, there's a jump pad now!
Wow.
Okay.
The robots are so fucking helpful.
This is what I wanted to talk about, though. There is enemies in this game. I don't remember what they're called. Monkey, do you remember?
Tar slimes.
Tar slimes. They only come out at night or when certain conditions are met, like a slime eating a non-edible food. Something like that?
When a slime eats, if you have a largo, like a slime that, let's say you have a pink slime that ate a tabby slime, so a cat plort, it then becomes a pink tabby largo. If that pink tabby largo, let's say, eats a rock plort, so the poop of a rock slime, it will become a tar because it's not supposed to eat another kind of plort once it's a largo.
Mm-hmm.
sounds really complicated.
Also, if you don't feed your slime for long enough, they will become tars also.
I didn't know that.
Tars are cannibal and eat other slimes.
Yeah, but they're also extremely weak to water, so you either spray them with water or you can just pick them up and throw them in the ocean.
The slime seas.
The slime seas. So I'm just watching the trailer again because I just love this game. It's so adorable.
Looks
I know,
great.
I love this
It's
game.
like a good game.
I'm actually trying to think if I've beaten this game before, and I think I have, but it was like way a long time ago before they actually had like the robots and stuff. I beat it in early access, basically.
And you've never played it again?
I've never beaten it again. I've played it, but I've never beaten it. They
a
have
bunch of
VR? This
Wait.
game has VR support?
Wait.
Yo, let's go!
Raven, once I get VR, I need to play this in VR.
Look, you can pet the fucking slimes in VR.
Oh. Here we go. Alright.
This is the best game ever, 10 out of 10.
Now I need to go and pet a boom slime.
Pet the radiation slime, get 6 fucking fingers. Oh no.
Yes, exactly.
Why does this have mixed reviews? There's only things. Oh, but the controls apparently.
Ah, fuck those guys. Controls are so bad. Can't figure out how to play the game. Controls are confusing.
Basically, small brains. If you can't figure out how to play Slime Rancher, you need to reconsider your life. Seriously. If Slime Rancher is, if you can't figure out how to find the fucking goal of playing, the goal of Slime Rancher, that is the core goal is just to like get slimes and just make a ranch out with slimes and food.
Mhm.
You
Well,
need to check your stuff.
Apparently the VR is not the actual game based on this reviewer. It bothers me that they demonstrated the potential to develop a good form of VR play, but then limited it by so much. Rather than giving you the whole game in VR, it gives you 3 smallish sections to walk around with nothing in terms of gameplay. I hope the team will work on this VR base with the full game for a better experience, but this is very lackluster at the moment.
Well, if I were to give my take on it, I would say that maybe like they're trying to or like also again like Slime Rancher with VR is like
Mm-hmm.
different. I would say is like way bigger than it.
It also came out in
Then-
2018, so like, you know.
Yeah, and like it might be like just
The VR
to
sections are
try it
probably
out.
like. VR sections are probably like. Try see if it works.
Yeah. This is more of like a tech demo, basically.
Yes. Maybe we'll get more of VR in Slime Rancher 2.
Probably. Okay, so let's move on to the last game. Oh, I never actually mentioned how much Slime Rancher costs. Slime Rancher is $20, or you can get the deluxe edition for $23. That's probably a little off because I own the base game.
What's included in the deluxe edition?
The Secret Style Pack, the original soundtrack, and the original soundtrack 2 plus the Casey sessions. This looks like an actual DLC for the game called Secret Style Pack. The Secret Style Pack includes sparkly, glamorous style for pinks. It basically includes like an alternate version of each slime, I think.
Yeah, I bought it on my console. I just remembered.
Then it's just a reskin.
Well, it looks really good. In all
they did
fairness.
really
say-
good. Like
I'm not saying
it's a
there's anything
reskin.
wrong with reskins.
It's a reskin, but it's a really good reskin. Like you can see they put some time into into every new skin, and they just didn't like you go like, ooh, let's change the color, eh?
Yeah, like the pink slimes are slightly see-through. They weren't in the base game. That's just something
Just
small,
that
but
makes it
that's
so much
huge.
better.
Yeah, this came out in 2019. That's why I haven't heard of it. Either way, though, let's move on to our last game now. It is called
The one that I'm playing.
Draconian Action Platformer 2D. It is only on the Google Play Store, and let's take a look at the trailer.
Didn't actually watch the trailer. What I did is I put in Google Play Store 2D indie games, and this was like one of the first ones that popped up. This scene. I'm actually currently playing it at the moment.
This gameplay reminds me of a fucking porn game I played once.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Why? Considering what you play, I'm worried.
I mean, it's
Well, it was less bloody.
not really a lot of blood though.
You say that as we just watch that scene right there.
Alright, we just watched someone get decapitated. I think there's a lot of blood in this.
We watched someone else just fucking steal the main character's sword and just stab him with it. Hell yeah.
So that little part with the guy with the 2 swords that we just saw, especially where I'm at currently.
Nice.
In the game,
So,
it's actually a
Carlos,
boss.
how you doing?
It's actually pretty tough.
Get it on Google Play and nowhere else, baby. Time to bust out your emulators. As someone with an iPhone, I can't play this game.
On what platform is it?
Android phones
Android.
only.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah.
So when I looked into the settings, you know, a normal person would do when they first open a game, actually looked like it had controller support.
It does have controller support.
How the fuck do you
haven't
have
played it.
control support on Android?
I don't know, but I'm not complaining.
I know how,
Go
I'm
ahead.
just gonna show you an example.
Hello, Kirillist.
Okay, or just don't load. That's cool too, I fucking guess.
That thing.
This is another popular one. The way it works is
that.
it opens up and it plugs into the jack on the bottom, and then you just have it like this.
That's actually really cool.
It is cool, but they cost like, I think, $60 for one.
Yeah, it's
So I'm
pretty
like,
expensive.
I'm good.
Pretty expensive.
Yeah, like this is what it looks like without the phone. This is what the type I'm used to looking at. And like this would work really well for this game because it looks like it kind of needs it. But
The on-screen buttons aren't that horrible, but I'm assuming it probably would be easier with a controller, yeah.
oh yeah, for sure. I'm just looking up a
Above
game
a
really
little-
quick that I want to talk
like a
about as
button.
well.
Got like a bunch of little jumps, and not to mention when you try to turn around, it doesn't quite work. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
which is probably why I keep losing to the dual swordsman. But, I haven't even beaten chapter 2 yet because of that 2 dual swordsman guy. But
Mhm.
it's really fun for a quick platformer game. It has 18 chapters. Chapters aren't that very long. The very beginning of the game is kind of like a flash. It's kind of like 7 years ago. And you're basically a young child.
Oh, thank you, Lord Head Monkey, for giving a sub to Monkey's grandpa.
Yes. Well, I had to do it.
As I was saying, it's really fun. The story is actually really interesting. What I've played so far. Because how it really begins is you're sent by your father to the magic potion shop to get some potions for your mother. It takes an hour for him to make the potions, and then when you come back out,
This scene happens.
Your village is under attack, and when you get back to your house, you see that, which is your father dying and your dead mother. Basically leaves you to hunt down your father's killer. I'm assuming, because that's what it sounds like he was gonna do. Like I said, I've only played to the second chapter because it's difficult. But I would really recommend you give this a shot if you like 2D platformers.
Especially if you have a controller. It does seem like a very fun game to play with a controller if you also have access to Android or an emulator.
If I played like
I'm gonna try it with a controller later, probably tomorrow or something.
Well, you can't just hook up a regular controller to it. You have to have either an adapter or you have to have a specific, like, a phone controller.
What I can do is I can download it on my Chromebook and have a control and use my PS3 controller for it.
Okay. Still though.
It's how I play my Pokemon games.
Disgusting.
I play Pokemon with a PS3 controller. Get over
Disgusting.
Ew. Someone slap that man.
Yeah, either way, besides the very generic name, the game does seem really cool. And then there's one more game I would like to talk about, if that's right with the two of you. We'll extend this by only one more game.
Alright.
That's very fair. We have plenty of time.
Marvel Strike Force, baby. Wait, this isn't an indie game.
Great.
Never mind.
It's not an indie.
It's not an indie game. Never mind. For a second, I legit thought it was an indie game. I don't know why.
Well, it's not. So we get to skip Karma of geeking out on Marvel Strike Force.
You mean Raven?
Come on, I wouldn't do that.
I play the game every day, so I feel like I should talk about it more. Spiff, oh, get that out of here.
Spiff doesn't want it, you can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's his redeem.
It's okay. Next episode is going to be about off-brand games.
Yeah.
Thank you for using the term off-brand.
It took me a second, I almost didn't.
Off-brand games. That'll be interesting, to say the least.
Yes.
It'll be a very fun episode. Good luck trying to figure out what games we're going to talk about, because I've got games to talk about. You guys maybe don't as much.
You know fully well I'm going to talk about virtual novel.
Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot we're talking about visual novels. And we're probably going to have multiple guests for the episode as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all can expect Noxtaco to be here.
How many do you think we're going to get?
3 guests tops.
Ow.
I'm not allowing more than 3 guests on our podcast, because that seems like a good number. Any more is overpowering the hosts.
Yes, and we don't want that. That's dangerous.
And obviously, we're not going to show any gameplay next week. So,
Can't. Can't
Obviously.
show. How are we supposed to show gameplay without getting banned?
I mean, we could show like Honey Pop's trailer and stuff like that.
No, because Honey Pop is banned
Honey
on
Pop.
Twitch.
Oh wait, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
I'm not surprised.
But you think there are no Honey Pop streams?
Because it's a porn game?
Kinda,
Yes.
I thought too.
Why is Yandere's simulator still not banned? Or is banned or something? I don't remember.
Because
Is it
Yonder
not
Simulator is
banned
not
on
a porn game. It's just a game about killing people to get with the person you like.
It also is a
It's
terrible game that should be
game, but
banned.
it's not a porn game.
Yeah, but you can take pandy photos of underage girls.
I actually didn't know that.
Well, that used to be a thing. I don't know if he actually removed it or not. There used to be a currency
probably
where you
removed it.
literally take upskirt photos and you get stuff for it.
Remember that.
I actually
Remember
didn't know
that.
that about that game. I last time I saw that game, it was still in like this beta.
So, anywhere from a year ago to 10 years ago. Got it.
No, 10 years ago. No,
Alright.
maybe like 7 years ago. Last time I looked at the game.
Alright, let me take a look at Twitch really fast to see who we're gonna raid.
Can you post the raid
Great,
message?
Here we go.
Yeah, I need you to post a raid message too. Let's raid. Do you want to raid Borger or Debo?
We've not talked to Debo in a while.
I haven't raided Debo in a while. Alright, we'll raid Debo.
Oh,
He's
by the
playing
way,
Mario
fun
Party
fact.
3. What?
What? Oh,
What were you?
if you, Grandpa, thanks for tuning in.
Okay. We're gonna raid Debo. Remember, everyone, subscribe, like, comment, all the stuff for the algorithm. Note the bell if you're on YouTube.
Raven all your
Follow us. Give us, yeah, and give me all your money. I was getting there.
Like always, Raven is greedy.
Yes, I am. I want this $20 so
gonna
I
be
can
the-
buy Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Evan's gonna be the first one
Yeah.
to jump at a sponsor opportunity.
I am. Raid Shadow Legends? Let's go, baby. Alright, let's go ahead and raid Debo. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
The off-brand episode.
Oh, that'd be funny.